What's up, YouTube family? It's your boy Chris back again with another video for you all. So while you're here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button one time for your boy, as well as ring that bell. So that way, when I drop a new video, you all get the notifications. And if you like listening to podcasts, be sure to tune in to Drop Balls Podcast. It is available every Tuesday. I drop a new episode every Tuesday. So I dropped one yesterday. So go ahead and tune into it. It is available on every major podcast platform: Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify, and Amazon Audible. And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, be sure to leave your boy that 5-star rating. So that way it gets pushed up, gets pushed up them charts for your boy. So be sure. And so that way more ears can listen and subscribe. So be sure to tune in and help your boy out. And today, I just wanted to come talk to you all about baseball. The MLB officially starts tomorrow. It is opening day, April 1st, 2021 is opening day. We're also waiting for MLB The Show to come out. Early access for those who have pre-ordered it is available April 15th. So I can't wait to get my hands on that. I did pre-order it and it's on Xbox. So that makes it even better. It makes it even better because I have an Xbox and I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. So I'm happy that it's finally coming to Xbox. So I'm looking forward to that. But as you all can see, I am a Yankees fan. So I am going to geek out a little bit today on the New York Yankees, as well as give you all who I believe is a sleeper team based on some of the moves they made this offseason and some of the moves they made last season towards the end of the season. So let's get to the Yankees, man. So my bold prediction is that the Yankees, and I guess it's not so bold, but my bold prediction is that the Yankees will make it to the World Series this year. They will win over 100 games, and Giancarlo Stanton and Aaron Judge will both play over 120 games this season and be in the lineup together for the first time really ever in their career together with the New York Yankees. Stanton's been on the Yankees for, I believe, 3 years, and they really haven't been consistently in the lineup together, especially where both of them are hitting very well together in the lineup. Either one's hot and one's cold, or it's vice versa. It's never both of them are hot. But yeah, they will play over 120 games consistently this year together, and this team will make it to the World Series. And the reason why is because Stanton has managed to put together a healthy spring camp, as well as been able to play very well in spring. I believe over spring he's hitting, I want to say 314 over spring, and he was healthy. He had, I believe, 6 RBIs, 1 home run, and he did what he needed to do. And not only that, but I mean, over the past 2 years have kind of been a disappointment because he's only played 41 games the last 2 years. Last year was 23, or it might have been 18 last year, and then the year before it was 23, or vice versa. But either way it goes, he's only played 41 games in the last 2 seasons. And now it's a 162 game season. So for you to only play 41 in the last 2, that's a disappointment. And now when he's in the lineup and he's healthy, that lineup is probably the scariest lineup a pitcher will have to face all season. Because, I mean, you got Judge, you got Stanton, you got Urshela, you got DJ LeMahieu, you got Torres. And I'm going to exclude Gary Sanchez because even though he has home run power, the dude bats like 148 or something like that. He has to get it together and be more consistent in the lineup because he just doesn't, it isn't there. But with Miguel Andujar coming back, they add Clint Frazier. You have a core of bats in the lineup that it just makes that lineup very scary. And now we also saw Stanton last year when it came playoff time. He was healthy to make it through the playoffs, and he played in all of the games during the playoffs. I believe it was 7 games. And with him, he had like he had 25 at bats, 8 hits. He batted a 320. He had 6 home runs, 13 RBIs, and that's in 7 games. So he was averaging a little over a hit a game, almost a home run a game, and a little under 2 RBIs a game. So that's not bad for a playoff run. And so if he can stay healthy and make it through the whole season with him and Judge, like I said, that lineup is very scary. Is very scary. And so yeah, spring training he stayed healthy, 35 at bats, 6 RBIs in 13 games, and he was batting 314. So I love for that lineup to stay healthy. I love that they kept Gio Urshela. I love that they brought back DJ LeMahieu. Luke Voit, I believe, will miss some time, but he's another big bat that's in the lineup. But DJ LeMahieu is probably one of the most clutch and consistent batters in the MLB right now. Now, I mean, the stats speak for itself. If you watch the Yankees at all last year, you see what DJ LeMahieu brought to the team, especially as the leadoff hitter. Now, he doesn't try to hit for the fences, swing for the fences every at bat. He just tries to get the ball in play, to get on base, or to run in or to get in RBIs. To hit runs in. That's what DJ LeMahieu does, and his defense is second to none. Urshela's defense is second to none. Urshela can get out there and hit some clutch hits too, but his defense at third base is a big upgrade over Miguel Andujar. But the bat that Miguel Andujar flashed his rookie year was one of the best. So I mean, you add Gio, you keep Gio Urshela, you keep DJ LeMahieu, one of the most clutch hitters in the game right now, most consistent hitters in the game right now. And probably should have won AL MVP last year, but got beat out for it. But I mean, he put together a solid ass season last year, and you can't deny that. And if he continues to do that this year, like I said, if that lineup can stay healthy, that lineup is very dangerous and very potent. Now, on the pitcher side, we still got Garrett Cole. Luis Severino comes back this year after his Tommy John surgery. He'll probably be back somewhere around, I believe, July. And if he's back to where he was pre-Tommy John, then that's dangerous with him and Garrett Cole. Not only that, but we add Corey Kluber, who over his career has been 3.16 ERA. But over the past 2 seasons, or I guess past 2 seasons, haven't really been that good. But if we can get a whiff of what he did in 2014 through 2018, that's a dangerous starting rotation. We also get Domingo Germán back, who comes off of his suspension last year because of domestic violence. And hopefully he took that time to reflect. He took that time to get some help. And he understands that domestic violence isn't going to be tolerated, and that he can't be beating on his wife. Like, you just can't be doing that, bro. Like, it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable behavior. So if he can continue to keep everything going straight and narrow off the field and produce on field, then he's going to be good. Now, he has some talent. The boy got talent, but he just has to take care of the off the field issues. And like I said, I hope he had time to reflect, get some help, do whatever he needed to do to get past the situation that he had put himself in when he got suspended. So we'll see what happens there. But I love the pitching rotation. They also have, I believe his name is Italian or something like that. But he was Garrett Cole's teammate in 2016, 2017, when Garrett Cole was still with the Pittsburgh Pirates. So we went and got him, brought him to the team. And so they just added to the pitching rotation and bolstered that pitching rotation up. And it's going to give a lot of the starters a lot of rest because of that rotation, where we don't have to go to and have bullpen days. I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll have some here, every now and then, but it won't be, on the consistent basis as long as everybody stays healthy. Now, the team that I believe is going to be a sleeper team this year that made some big moves this offseason and, before the end of last season is the San Diego Padres. And the reason that is because they bolstered their pitching rotation. They had a Yu Darvish who has some nasty stuff. As long as he can stay healthy and consistent, he's going to be nasty. They went and got Blake Snell, who should have stayed in the game during the World Series, and they probably would have won. But because he was rolling. He started rolling at that point, and the manager pulled him. But Blake Snell, probably one of the nastiest lefties in the game right now. And then, they got Mike Clevenger last year. And he's going to be, I think, on IL for like 60 days or something like that. Or he's on 60-day IL right now. But when he comes back, so they got Clevenger, they got Yu Darvish, and they have Snell. That's a nasty rotation with just those three. And they added some other pieces. I think they got Musgrove over there as well. They still have Lamet. So that's nasty. Not only that, but they still have El Nino and Fernando Tatis Jr. They still have him over there. And as long as he can stay up the straight and narrow and stay the course, stay the path that he's on, he's gonna be legit. Well, I mean, he already is legit, but he's legit. Like he's gonna be that dude for the San Diego Padres. Not only that, they still got Manny Machado, who at any given moment can change a game with his bat. Same with Fernando Tatis Jr. And the crazy thing is, the Chicago White Sox had Fernando Tatis Jr. prior to 2016. Then they traded him in 2016 for James Shields, the pitcher from the San Diego Padres, who came over. First season went 4-12. He had an ERA of 6.77. And then over his 3-year career with the White Sox, I think went like 16-35 with an ERA of 5.31 over his 3-year career with the White Sox, and hasn't played a game since. And so, you trade a future star in the league to get a pitcher that doesn't really even help your team out. I mean, it helps you lose your pitcher that helps you lose games. That's essentially what he did. Helped them lose games. They lost 35 of the games that he started out of 51. So, oh well. But I love what these young players like Fernando Tatis Jr. And Ronald Acuna bring to the game. The flair, the style, all of that they bring to the game, the bat flips, the celebrations, all of that, because that's something that baseball truly needs. And especially when you're trying to appeal to a younger fan base and broaden your when you're trying to broaden your fan base, you want to get other people in there. And the fact that these dudes are celebrating and, they're wearing their emotions on their sleeve, the pitchers celebrate too. When they get that strikeout, what's the guy's name, plays for the Dodgers now? I forget the dude's name. Is it Bieber? I don't know. I forget his name. But even him, he's flair. Like he's flair. He does a lot of things. He talks shit and everything. And I love, and I'm looking up his name, but I love what they bring to the table, what they're bringing to the game, because it is very much needed. Trevor Bauer, that's what his name is, Trevor Bauer. So yeah, I love it. And so I think the Padres, I think they can push to win the NL West. It's going to be a struggle because you got to play against the Dodgers. They're still a powerhouse. But I think they make a push to push the Dodgers up out of there. And it's going to be very tough. As long as they're consistent and they mesh together like they're hoping to, and like I expect them to, they're my sleeper team. They're my sleeper team. So look out for the San Diego Padres to win the NL West. Now, if they go on to the World Series, I don't know. But I do have them winning the NL West. That is my sleeper team. But let me know what you think your team did this offseason and what your team's going to do throughout the 162-game season. We're back to 162 games now. So let me know what y'all think your teams are going to do. Let me know what you think about the New York Yankees currently constructed, and as well as the San Diego Padres. But be sure to check out Drop Balls Podcast. Be sure to like, share, comment, all of the above. And until next time, peace.